So, with the transfer window ending, the boys are now fully focused on their domestic and European football. Celtic were drawn Bayern Munich in the Champions League, and the hype for that match is starting to build, with club legend Thomas Muller having a lot to say about Celtic ahead of that game. We will go over all of this in today's video, but first make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. It's Celtic's worst kept secret. Kieran Tierney has signed a pre-contract agreement to return to the club this summer. Celtic News confirmed the news before Brendan Rodgers casually mentioned in his press conference that an agreement was in place for KT to come back in the summer. However, despite all this, Celtic have yet to officially announce the deal. Normally, when a club secures a high-profile pre-contract, they make a big deal of it. Across the city, Rangers had no issue announcing Lyle Cameron's signing from Dundee, embargoing the news until 3 p.m. on deadline day. So why haven't Celtic done the same with Tierney? There's been no social media post, no statement, and no club confirmation. Just Rodgers' offhand comment during a press conference. He has made a few comments since, and even after the window has said that Tierney will return in the summer, so there's no doubt a deal has been struck. Celtic pushed to bring Tierney back in January, but Arsenal refused to sanction an early return, keeping him at the Emirates until the end of the season. Given the lack of game time Tierney has had, and Arsenal's reluctance to use him, it was frustrating that a deal couldn't be facilitated before the deadline. That said, there's no reason why Celtic shouldn't officially acknowledge the agreement. Fans want clarity, and leaving things in limbo only adds to the confusion. Even Rodgers' handling of the situation was odd. He didn't celebrate the move, he didn't build excitement, and instead, it felt like a passing comment rather than a major announcement. Given Tierney's status as a fan favourite, Celtic would normally be expected to hype up his return. Instead, there's an unexplained radio silence from the club. Now for the main story, as Brendan Rodgers' side successfully negotiated the group stages after the Celtic manager saw off the likes of Slovan Bratislava Young Boys and RB Leipzig at Celtic Park. Finishing in 21st place, the Hoops earned their playoff place with a game to spare as Celtic proved they can mix it with Europe's big guns with just one defeat in 8 games. After the boys drew Bayern Munich in the Champions League draw, Celtic fans were excited to welcome the German giants to Parkhead once again. And it seems that those feelings are mutual, as the Bundesliga club's hierarchy and club legend Thomas Muller reacted to the news that they will get to see their team play inside paradise. Bayern Munich's hierarchy, Max Abel, board member for sport, and sporting director Christoph Freund were both delighted to draw the Scottish champions as they looked forward to the first leg in Glasgow. Speaking to Bayern Munich's official website, Ebel said, "Anyone who knows football knows that Glasgow's Celtic Park is an extraordinary stadium in Europe. We're really looking forward to the game there and the 2 legs against a good opponent. It'll be 2 great games of football for fans. Celtic are about passion and fighting spirit. It'll be a big challenge. Our goal is clearly to progress to the last 16. We'll have to give everything in the 2 legs to do that." Echoing that sentiment, sporting director Christoph Freund said, "Celtic play good football and have been a major side in their league for years. They're also in very good form. In addition, there's the emotional atmosphere inside Celtic Park. We're looking forward to 2 great games." Despite having a career in football that has spanned almost 30 years, Thomas Muller has never played at Celtic Park before, and reacting to the news that he and his teammates are coming to Glasgow on the 12th of February, the legendary Germany striker can't wait to sample the unique Parkhead atmosphere. Muller said, "I've never played away at Celtic, didn't play in the group game there. The atmosphere in the stadium must be incredible. We're really looking forward to it. Things come thick and fast with back-to-back weeks in February, so let's rock it." No doubt the occasion will be a great spectacle as Celtic fans hope to see their team pull of another memorable Champions League result this season. In other news, Johnny Kenny has put an end to speculation over a return to Shamrock Rovers after penning an emotional farewell message to the Irish club and its supporters. The 21-year-old striker had been linked with a late move back to the League of Ireland, with Shamrock Rovers reportedly keen to re-sign him on loan before Thursday's midnight deadline, allowing him to be registered for their Europa Conference League knockout tie against Molde. However, it now looks like that transfer won't be happening, with Kenny set to stay at Celtic and serve as backup to Adam Idah for the remainder of the season. Taking to his Instagram story, Kenny reflected on his time at Shamrock Rovers, where he spent last season on loan. Been a pleasure to play for Shamrock for the past 2 seasons. I'd like to thank the manager and his staff, the fans, and my teammates for making everything possible for me over the last 2 years. Times I will never forget. Thank you with no new striker arriving in January. Kenny is now the only natural backup to Adam Ida. While Dyes and Maida could be used centrally, it would weaken Celtic's left wing, especially after Luis Palma's departure to Olympiacos. Daniel Cummings is also an option through the middle after he made his Celtic debut against Aston Villa, but he's signed a pre-contract with West Ham. Kenny staying ensures Rodgers has at least some cover up front, but it's clear that the club's failure to sign a new forward could leave them short in attack in the coming months. In some other news, Celtic legend Scott Brown has dismissed any speculation linking him to the Motherwell managerial vacancy, insisting he is fully focused on Ayr United. The former Celtic and Hibs midfielder had been tipped as a contender to replace Stuart Kettlewell, who left Fir Park last month. However, Brown has now confirmed that he has no interest in the job and remains committed to his current role in the Scottish Championship. Speaking to STV, Brown made it clear that his sole focus is on Ayr United, who are preparing for a huge match on Friday against his former side, Hibs, in the Scottish Cup. My main concentration is on Ayr. I'm really enjoying it here at this moment, and I'm really looking forward to the game on Friday. Motherwell's a great club, and I'm sure someone will go and get that job. It's not going to be me. We're in a good place at this moment in time, and it's a huge game coming up on Friday. Since taking over at Somerset Park, Brown has been working to build his managerial career after his first stint in charge at Fleetwood Town. His comments suggest that he is happy with his current project and isn't looking to jump ship anytime soon. He has Ayr United in a good place and are looking good in their bid for promotion. He'll at least want to see this season through, you would imagine. With Motherwell now needing to look elsewhere, the search for Kettlewell's successor continues, but it won't be Scott Brown stepping into the Fir Park dugout. Lastly, Tottenham Hotspur have secured the signing of Mason Melia, the highly rated 17-year-old Irish striker from St Patrick's Athletic, despite Celtic previously attempting to bring him to Glasgow. While the January transfer window has closed, Spurs have confirmed the deal as they continue to stockpile young talent for the future. However, Melia won't officially join the North London club until he turns 18 due to Brexit regulations. Melia had previously spent time in Glasgow with Celtic, hoping to tempt him into a move to Scotland. Melia has already made history, becoming the youngest goalscorer in League of Ireland history when he netted against UCD at just 15 years and 281 days old. With Tottenham securing his services, Celtic will have to look elsewhere for future attacking prospects as their search for young strikers continues. He was not someone that the Hoops could have brought in the January window. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you.